Hi, I'm Billmyer.
And I'm Melanie Amato. We're students from the Episcopal Academy.
One of the largest and most famous opera houses in the world is the 3-acre Paris Opera House. It has hosted thousands of shows in its 117-year history.
If you've seen the Phantom of the Opera, you know it is set in the Paris Opera House.
Built in 1875, the building has 17 stories, 7 of which are below the stage level. At the bottom floor, there is a lake.
In the Phantom of the Opera, the lake is where the Phantom lives. But in actuality, the lake water is used as a ballast, depending on the distribution of weight on the stage.
A ballast is a stabilizing counterweight that can be increased or decreased depending on what is required.
The Paris Opera House was the first to use both electric lights and roller skating to create key effects.
We'll see you next time on Kid Time News on PHL 17.
Brought to you by your local McDonald's restaurants. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
I'm Billmyer.
And I'm Courtney Evors, and we're Kid Time News Summer Reporters.
Have you ever had doubts about buying a toy or wondered about a movie?
Then there's a magazine just for you, Zillions.
It covers issues from how pizzas stack up and what toys work best.
The products are tested by kids just like you. In each article, the kids write about what was best and worst about the products.
The magazine comes every 2 months. It has special features that appear in each issue, like Sneaky Sale. It focuses on what products rip you off.
To get Zillions, write to Zillions, P.O. Box 54861, Boulder, Colorado 80322.
We'll see you next time on Kid Time News on PHL 17.
Kid Time News is brought to you by McDonald's.
Most people retire, usually stay home and play golf all the time. But what do horses do?
They go to the Ryerss farm for the age of Equines. It is a place where older horses have come to enjoy their golden years. Hi, I'm Billmyer.
And I'm Ed Shields. We're Kid Time News Summer Reporters.
With 64 aged horses now at Ryerss farm and another 270 horses on their waiting list, Ryerss is a great place for horses to retire instead of being put to sleep.
And truly living up to his title, Ryerss grows all of his own hay, straws, and grain.
To be exact, they have 12 acres of wheat, 8 acres of oats, and 11 acres of barley. And what they don't use, they sell to pay for some of their expenses.
We'll see you next time on Kid Time News on PHL 17.
Kid Time News is brought to you by McDonald's.
Hi, I'm Margaret Wilhoite.
And I'm Billmyer. We're Kid Time News reporters from Episcopal Academy.
Binney & Smith, the makers of Crayola crayons, is drawing attention to the color of people with the introduction of My World colors.
The new pack is an assortment of 16 crayons representing skin, hair, and eye colors from around the world.
The best thing about the new assortment is that it provides crayonists a selection of colors that they can use to realistically portray themselves and other people they know.
Many people feel the release of My World colors is very timely in relation to current events in our society.
Crayola spokesperson Mark O'Brien said it best. People, like crayons, come in a wonderful array of colors, and hopefully the My World colors can help kids appreciate that diversity.
We'll see you next time on Kid Time News on PHL 17.
Kid Time News is brought to you by McDonald's.
Hi, I'm Billmyer.
And I'm Rick Wetmore. We're Kid Time News reporters from the Episcopal Academy.
Each of us has a time in our lives that we'll always remember. But have you ever wondered what Mickey Morandini and Ricky Jordan's most memorable moment is?
Well, Chad went to Veterans Stadium to find out.
I would have to date back to last year when I turned an unassisted triple play against the Pirates in front of my family. It was a big moment for me, and at the time I didn't realize how important it was, but so few people have done it that it's really taken a place in my heart.
My most memorable have to be my first Major League at bat right here at the Vet when I hit a 3-run homer, my first official at bat off Bob Nepper. So that's probably the most memorable and most fantastic moment.
We'll see you next time on Kid Time News on PHL 17.
Kid Time News is brought to you by McDonald's.
I'm Chad Billmyer.
And I'm Julie Manser. We're Kid Time News summer reporters.
Julie, who were the first Europeans in the Delaware Valley?
The Swedish. The American Swedish Historical Museum represents their heritage.
Here in the Golden Map Room, you can view a bronze map of Sweden and learn what the new Swedish colony was like through its artifacts.
Here at the Stuga, you can capture the feeling of a traditional Swedish farmhouse through the loom, the corner stove, and the clock.
John Ericsson, one of the great Swedish inventors, has his place in the Swedish Museum, which features the Monitor, one of his great seafaring vessels.
Fredrika Bremer was an advocate for women's rights. This room is dedicated to her and the accomplishments of other prominent Swedish women.
We hope you enjoyed your visit, and we'll see you next time on Kid Time News on PHL 17.
Kid Time News is brought to you by McDonald's.
Is it a bird? No, it's a plane. And we at Kid Time News are about to get the adventure of a lifetime. Hi, I'm Chad Billmyer.
And I'm Eric Joy Smith. We're Kid Time News summer reporters. It's an adventure that takes us back to a time slightly after Lindbergh's transatlantic trip.
And Barnstorming adventure pilots Tailspin Tommy and Cash Register Kate have captured this moment in time.
Back in the olden days, right after World War I, there was a lot of old airplanes like this left around, and a lot of guys had learned to fly them, and they liked to fly, but they didn't have a job anymore because the war was over. So what they did was they took the old airplanes and they'd go out and land in somebody's hayfield and take people for rides, because back then, airplanes of any sort were a big deal. There just weren't that many around.
We'll see you next time on Kid Time News on PHL 17.
Kid Time News is brought to you by McDonald's.